Вот так. Да. Теперь вроде бы все нормально. Теперь вроде бы все захватывается и все прекрасно. Сейчас я все проверю. Так. Да. Все хорошо. Наконец-то, блин, что у меня, не знаю, в последнее время со стримами никак не выходит. Ну что ж, продолжаем, где мы остановились, в общем-то. Идем дальше. Так, собака здесь, все здесь. О, привет. Ой, меня грохнули. А чё? А почему? Не знаю. Так, ты давай пей зелье, пожалуйста. О, молодец. Правильно, и ты тоже, пожалуйста, можешь попить что-нибудь? Нет? Ага, молодец. Тихо, 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 они сзади. Тихо, 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 тихо. Стоп. Угу. Так, у нас где-то было зелье. Нет, нет, у нас только лириумное. Обидно. Так, теперь этих. Чё нас всех перебили-то, блин? Фух. Бежать в дикие земли? А зачем? У меня один вопрос. Зачем они собрались бежать в дикие земли? Блин, почему я... Как всегда, у меня ни черта нету, а? Почему меня опять убили, блин? Так, у меня уровень, кстати. Так. Ну, я поставила сложную сложность, поэтому как бы просто первую игру я проходила на средней и легкой. Ну, иногда включала легкую, когда уж совсем было сложно. А так я буду сейчас на сложной проходить. Да, так, ловкость. Критический удар 9%. Да, хорошо. Молодец. Так, а тут оружие в каждой руке, стрельба из лука, мерзавец, специалист, вредительство и уловка. Не знаю, ну давайте сначала оружие в каждой руке, потому что оно нужно, важно. Суровая цепь. Время критического урона. Что-то там такое. Ладно, давай. Так, а ты у нас все-таки воин, да, поэтому тебе выносливость, пожалуйста. Стойкость, да. Хорошо. И мастер боя, ну почему нет? Все. Идем. Сохранимся, кстати. Новое сохранение на всякий случай, чтобы... А куда нам? Вверх, вниз? Наверх, наверное. Подожди, внизу что-то есть. Подожди. Внизу что-то есть. Вот тут вот. А кстати, там эти не нападало с них ничего с порождений-то тьмы? Нет? Ну, блин. А Уэсли, чё ты там копаешься долго так? Ну ладно. Звук такой. Ой, что-то там падает. О. О. Так, вот здесь чего-то. Беженец. Сундук открыли. И дневник. Дикие земли Каркари. О хасендах и диких землях Каркари. Ну, в общем-то, это все мы в принципе знаем, потому что в первой части у нас все это было. На самом деле я не собираюсь читать здесь всякие записки, всякие эти, потому что, ну, здесь, извините, можно весь стрим просто тупо читать, потому что тут в кодексе столько, что я считаю, что такие игры не про чтение. Обычные игры, да, можно там почитать какие-то записки, а тут, ну, извините, можно весь стрим сидеть, читать. Вот. Ну, если интересно, вот, пожалуйста, на паузе, пожалуйста, читаем. Ну вот. Все прочитано, ничего не знаю. Вот. Идем дальше теперь. А что мы там подобрали, кстати? Может, что важное, не знаю. Так, зелье здоровья. Вот, кстати, да. Лириум, аптечка. Зелье здоровья-то мы можем уже поставить, нет? Ну. Стойка выносливости, зелье лириума. А зачем мне зелье лириума? Кстати, у нее тоже уровень. Что это я? У всех уровень. Зелье здоровья. Так, характеристики у нас устойчивость к магии, кстати. Да, и крит. Вперед. Так, что у нас тут? Значит, стихии. Огонь. Можно пиромантию. Да и все, в принципе. А можно, в принципе, ей что-нибудь, какое-нибудь лечение дать, потому что, ну, я думаю, это будет важно. Да, бери лечение. Если что, будешь лечить. И ты тоже, да. Так, стойкость, пожалуйста, тебе давай. И выносливость. Все, ты у нас заступник, так что вот так вот. Совершенствование, ну это я поняла, они добавляют. Так, достижение. Природная одержимость. Ладно. Нам в любом случае туда, только меня, пожалуйста. Да, так, мама, что вы там застряли? Мы идем. Сохранимся здесь, чтобы, если что, идем. Что тут? Ой.
Soulless bastards.
Ой. Ой, братца нашего как. Блин. Брата напинали просто. Ты, конечно, молодец, но лечение можно, кстати, вот сюда я буду учить. Ага. Все. Нет, вон еще. Еще бегут. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй. Стоять на месте. Мы же оружие не подбирали, нет? А, легкие рукавицы, кстати. Кожа. Малиновый это цвет, типа. Броня. Можно мне... Ага. Не, ничего не подбираем. Но еще мы, кстати, подбирали вот тут амулет какой-то. 15 к атаке. О, хорошая вещь. Как раз для меня. Быстрей. Ой-ой-ой, сестру убивают. Сволочи. Пей. Ходи. Блин, ты даже... Блин, меня опять грохнули. Да что это такое? Ой, как сложно. Ой. Ой. Тихо, 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 ребят, тихо. Уходи. Да что такое? Вообще что-то прям никак. Что-то прям, да, никак. Так. Отходите от меня, ушли. Уйди.
Carver, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
Ага, конечно.
I'm sorry, mistress. Your son is gone.
No, these things will not take Carver.
Так, спокойно. Ну, вот так.
Carver gave himself to save us.
I don't want a hero. I want my son. How could you let him charge off like that? Your little brother. My little boy.
А,
We can't stay here. Carver wouldn't want his sacrifice to be meaningless.
Allow me to commend your son's soul to the Maker, mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young man a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace he has found in eternity.
I will never forget you, Carver. Our lives are more valuable to him than our prayers. Let's go.
да-да, надо идти.
Flames. We're too late.
I will.
Блин. Опять один остался я. Вперед.
I will not die today.
How about you?
Подходи, блин. Да. Аптечек нет, ничего нет. Ну что это за дерьмо? Плохо, плохо, дело плохо.
There's no end to them.
Да, и правда. М. Ха? Это Флемет? Или Морикон? Кто это?
Well,
Так,
what
что
have
тут
we
у нас творится?
It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
Impressive. Where'd you learn how to turn into a dragon?
Perhaps I am a dragon. If so, count yourself lucky. The smell of burning darkspawn does nothing for the appetite. If you wish to flee the darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
Wait. You can't just leave us here.
Can I not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
Я тоже хочу быть драконом.
You could show me that trick of yours. That looks useful.
If only a clever tongue was all one needed. Tell me, clever child, how do you intend to outrun the blight?
We need to get to Kirkwall. In the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan. Your king will not miss you, hmm?
I'm sure he'll miss his life more.
Oh, you I like. Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you.
И что?
Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
Просто так? Да ладно, не может быть.
There must be a catch.
There is always a catch. Life is a catch. I suggest you catch it while you can.
Maybe we shouldn't trust her. I don't even know what she is.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth. Asha
Да, я же говорю,
an
Флемет.
old hag who talks too much. Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a witch of the wilds?
What is a witch of the wilds exactly?
A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Ah, as if I had nothing better to do.
You're an apostate?
Yes, just like you.
Who would go through all that trouble to have something delivered?
I have an appointment to keep. It is far more convenient this way. Happily, you're not without your own needs.
Ну ладно.
How much trouble will this delivery be exactly?
About as much trouble as my saving your lives not 5 minutes ago.
Хм.
Good point.
If you knew my daughter, you'd know how seldom I hear that.
Что думают
we trust
остальные?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the Darkspawn.
If you need to, leave me behind.
No. I said I would drag you out if I had to, and I meant it.
Roast a few more darkspawn? I'll do anything you want.
Sadly, my charity is at an end. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marithari.
Окей.
Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie.
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
Что это такое?
What are you talking about?
From the dark spawn. All that blood. I knew when it happened.
And how much time before you?
Not long now, if I am any judge.
This corruption is the permanent sort, I take it.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
Давай, тебе решать, что я могу сказать.
He's your husband, Aveline. I can't decide his fate.
Be strong.
Ну, давай, давай уже.
Without an end, there can be no peace. It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth.
I thought that might interest you.
You expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you. The witch kept her word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship. They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in.
2 недели плыть, кошмар.
And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains.
Город
Long
цепей.
ago it was part of the Imperium. Slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city. But I use the word loosely.
Окей.
Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
Ну ладно, хорошо, мы прибыли в Кирквалл. Я просто не понимаю, получается, мы идем параллельно событиям в Ферлдене, Серой Стражи, но я не Серый Страж, я просто... Что за ужасные зеленые тени у меня? О, ладно.
They're not letting anyone into the city.
What? That can't be.
It's true. Look at them all.
Да, никого не пускают. Что это такое?
They're Fereldans, just like us, fleeing for their lives.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
Да.
I'm only surprised they let us dock.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
Our ship is already left. How are we supposed to leave?
Дружба. Дружба плюс 10. Хорошо. Моя собака. Без собаки не пойду. Идем. Куда нам? Подожди, с кем поговорить?
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg. But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted, but he's sure never taken that chance.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
К кому обратиться? К капитану какому? Пойдем. Нам, я так понимаю, сюда, да?
Was Wesley based out of the Lotharon Chantry? I don't remember ever seeing him there.
He served elsewhere. He was coming to find me at Ostagar. Were you familiar with every Templar in Lothering?
How else was I supposed to know when to run and hide?
Ладно. Идем к капитану или что там, кто там, где там, что. Ага. Ясно. Так, хорошо. Сохраняемся, говорю. Вот, все, идем.
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we have family here. Doesn't that mean anything?
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
If you find our uncle, Gamlin Amel, you might just have a few less refugees bothering you.
Gamlin? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlin I know is a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here. That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
Ой, начинается, в общем. Ой.
A little help here! I'll cut you good!
Отходи. И лечи себя. Молодец. Так, я там что делаю? Я даже не думаю, блин. Ай, меня убьют сейчас. Тревога. Да, блин, опять.
Unbelievable.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
Ну, хорошо, ладно. Ждем.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlin must still be looking for us.
And if he's not?
Don't look now, but I think that's our man.
Leandra. Damn, girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlin.
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlin. We came too late. My poor Carver didn't make it, and Drastic guided him.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
Would it help if I said you were my favorite uncle?
It'd make me feel better, but that's about it. I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us.
I am blighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlin, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll all work out.
Do we need to stay in Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
Every city on the coast's been hip deep in Ferelden since the Blight. You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
No, we're not putting Mother through that. We'll find a way.
Let's hear it, Uncle. What do you have in mind?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your sister have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
So, you're selling us into indentured servitude? That's your idea?
Think of it as having a job waiting for you in your new home.
Wonderful.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenrir, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What do you think about this, Bethany?
We've come this far. I don't care who we work for, as long as it means we don't have to go back.
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Well, it won't be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here. But she's tough, she's fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
Хорошо, ладно, я поговорю с ними.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamel, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Да-да, у нас нету выбора, поэтому идем. Идем. Что я могу сказать? Этих всех перебили. А вот нефиг было,
So that
капитан.
was your uncle, was it? Good. I thought he was another confidence man trying to sell promises.
Ага.
I don't suppose he has the coin you'll need to get in.
We just helped save your life. Isn't that worth something?
If it were just up to me, I'd let you through. But there are a lot of eyes watching, a lot of palms that need greasing. My
Ну да,
suggestion,
как
wait
всегда.
for a ship and hope the next city hasn't already closed their doors.
Ладно, идем. Ну чё, идем общаться с ними, не знаю. Что у нас есть выбор? Выбор у нас вообще невелик, поэтому как бы сначала к этому пойдем или к той, а я не знаю. А я правда не знаю, сначала к той или к тому, типа. Ну, у нас получается контрабандистка и наемник. Что лучше? Чем лучше заниматься? Нет, пойдемте к наемнику. Мне не нравится с женщинами работать. Сейчас, 1 минуту. 10 минут перерыва, пожалуйста. Сейчас, скоро вернусь. Да, я вернулась. И, в общем-то... Ну что ж, продолжаем. Так, сейчас. Ой. Угу. Все, продолжаем. Я думаю, пойдем к наемнику, потому что, ну вот, или все-таки к контрабандистке. Ну, не знаю. Пойдем к наемнику. Я думаю, все-таки контрабандой там и заниматься. Ну, не знаю, мне кажется, это не очень. А вот к наемнику идем. Сохранимся, если что, можно загрузиться.
Mirren?
And you must be Hawk. Nice. Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his arse.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is well known in these parts. We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
Makes sense. I never pictured myself as the mercenary type. Getting us into the city will take a lot of coin.
Did I mention the Red Iron gets paid pretty well? Not to mention your uncle said your sister's a mage. We're willing to pay for that.
Apparently Uncle Gamlin likes to talk.
You stick with us. You'll be safe. For a year, at least.
My uncle doesn't seem like the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't. Gamlin cheated one of my men at a wallet match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
I'll find some other way into the city.
Let me know how that works out for you.
Пойдемте с этой поговорим, просто тупо интересно. Вот опять у меня нету здоровья, что это такое-то? Ранена, вот, наконец-то. Вот, все. Идем с этой поговорим, может быть, ну... О, эльфийка.
Are you a Senra?
He must be Gamlin's niece. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
He didn't say anything about me, did he?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I can be honest. We don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots. That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me.
We can't afford to be choosy.
I hear getting us into the city isn't cheap.
If you're as good as your uncle claims, we're hoping you'll be worth it. After all, it's not every day we're offered an apostate's services.
Does everyone know about us?
If the circle hasn't descended upon you, my guess is no. The Templars in Kirkwall like to think they have all mages properly leashed, but when has that ever been true? We can keep them from taking notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us that last big idea. If you turn out, though, we'll consider things even.
Да, в принципе, почему нет? Давайте с ней поработаем. Мне типа не сложно.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavro. friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
Понятно. Деньги забрать. Ну, пойдем. А можно с ним еще поговорить? Ну, одновременно я имею в виду и с ним, и с... Можно же, нет? Или как?
You again. Still too good to work for the Red Iron.
Давай.
I'm ready to prove myself.
Noble bastard named Friedrich is here in the gallows. Gave us bad info. Almost killed my men. Now he's hiding out here, waiting for a ship. He sees us coming, he'll run for shore. But he doesn't know you. Go kill him and his men. We'll make sure no one asks why.
Понятно. Из этого что-то вытрясти, из того. Понятно. Давай.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Your business is done.
But...
Now then, what can I do for you, Sarah?
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
I'm sure they'd rather not sell what little they have left.
My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I believe you owe your business partners something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ethenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
This has all just been a misunderstanding, hasn't it?
You think so?
I do. Don't you think business partners deserve a return on their investment?
Enough, enough. I'm tired of fighting over this. Here, take the key for the chest. That should be enough to pay that witch. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
Вот так вот. Стоп. Давай для начала сделаем то задание, второе. А теперь... Подожди, а нам надо его делать или нет? Что-то я не могу понять. Ну ладно, пойдем сдадим тогда для начала это. Потом, наверное, то. Подожди, журнал. Вдалийский лагерь. О. Ну давай.
You could have given us something more challenging.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
Окей. Задание выполнено. Прекрасно. У меня уровень. Так, вероятность критического удара. Ну и крит просто. Я думаю, надо качать. Так, тут теперь. Ага. Убийство и пробивание. Уровень 8 нужен, у меня 4. Жаль. Взрывчатый удар. Ну давай. Что это такое? Так. Сила и выносливость. Нет, здоровья. Все. И... Ого. Все. Теперь идем дальше. А я сделал? А, все, понятно, в общем, одно из них. Ладно.
Any luck?
Was there ever any doubt?
I'll speak to Athena and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
Then we made it. The voyage is over. No more running for our lives unless we really have to.
If only Carver were here with us.
And Wesley.
Ну да.
Well, we're off to a fantastic start. Let's see what else this city has in store.
Да уж. Что такое? Что-то нас ждет. Точно.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall.
Первый год защитницы.
Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight.
Ну да. Герой Ферелдена победил мор.
But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she remained, paying off her debt. Made a name for herself in the underworld. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
Ну да. Защитница. В общем, кто-то победил. Мор. Тоже мы, в принципе, но немножко в другом времени.
No. Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
But we heard you're going into the deep roads. Surely you'll need all the help you can...
No. You're too late. Already done. This is a sort of venture that can make a man for life. I'm not about to take any chances hiring random humans.
I'll buy you a drink before we head into the deep roads. Everyone wins.
Get in line, human. Half of Kirkwall wants to be my best friend right now. You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
What are we supposed to do now? We've got nothing to stop the next person who tries to sell us out. This expedition was our last chance.
Так, спокойно.
Don't worry, Bethany. I won't let any big bad Templars come get you. It's not a joke. If the Templars find me, the best I can hope is to be locked away for the rest of my life. If they don't kill me outright. We need coin, status, something we can hide behind. As long as we're just refugees, we're no one. Maybe Gamlen knows someone who can talk to Bartram for us.
Our uncle's not exactly the most reliable tool in the shed.
He's all we've got. Make us save us. We might as well ask. Otherwise, I don't know what we'll do.
Я приоделась, кстати. Опа.
Hey!
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go.
Гном.
How do you do? Varric Tethras, at your service.
Варик.
I apologize for Bartrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're part of Bartrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last year.
Huh?
The coterie has been squeezing smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to you two. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
You must have heard of my sister as well, then.
Only a little. She is certainly welcome to come, but I'll leave that up to you.
Frankly, I'd rather you take the credit.
Madam, your secrets are safe with me.
Find out what he's offering. We need a way into this expedition.
You're going awfully far out of your way just to hire another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
Your brother doesn't seem like the sort who's willing to split profits.
My brother is many things, but he is not stupid. Far better to share the profits than be trapped in a tide with 1,000 darkspawn between you and the exit. Trust me, he'll come around.
Ну, не знаю.
Why would you stick your neck out for a complete stranger?
I'd rather take a chance on someone with your reputation than head into the deep roads unprepared. And besides, we'd be your partners. I'm willing to give a little trust if you are.
Ну, хорошо.
I hope there's more to this. Like how I'm supposed to get that much coin together.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
It won't be easy, but it's a chance. I think we have to take it. Better to work our way into this expedition than sit around waiting to be thrown in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
There might be nothing down there except darkspawn and rubble. How can you be sure we'll make a profit?
Well, Bartrand isn't grasping at strings. He's operating on some good information. Some of the deep roads are so old, even the dwarves have forgotten them. We just need to get down there. Then Bartrand will lead the way. You and I will be there to handle problems.
What makes you so certain you'll be useful to me?
I know everyone in this city worth knowing. I can help you find the jobs you need, and if you don't need me for that, there's always Bianca.
You named your crossbow.
And why not? She's a beauty. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
What's to stop you from taking my investment and running?
You'll be traveling with the expedition, and I'll be at your side. If I cross you, you'll be the first one to know, and I'll be the last.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
You're asking for a guarantee? I don't know that I can give you one. Look, I know the Templars have been asking questions. How terrible would it be to get out of the city for a while? If this works out, you'll be wealthy enough that the Order won't be able to touch you. You need the coin, and I need your help. We need each other. I can't make it sound better than that.
Ладно.
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job, and you'll have the money in no time.
Maybe Aveline can find us some work. She's got a position with the city guard now.
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up. Ah, Hightown, where the rich go to piss their money away. This really is the best place in Kirkwall.
Так. Так, устойчивость к магии, во-первых. Критический урон. Так, сила, воля, мана, здоровье. Давай урон. Ну и... Так, энтропия хорошо тоже. Пыточная, тоже хорошая вещь. В принципе, раз у нас она маг, я думаю, она должна знать всего понемногу. Чародейство, стихийное оружие. Так, когда это... Секрет. Взрыв разума. Так, подожди, дух. Духовный удар. Подожди, нет. Так, руна паралича, героическая аура, конус холода. Ну, давай холод для начала. Так, что у нас тут? Разбойник, отлично. Пусть крит. И у него арбалет, да. У него, правда, специалист еще тут прокачан. И Бьянка. Вот разрывная стрела. Пускай. Вся. Экспедиция на глубинные тропы, серьезно? О, мы, кстати, приоделись. Собачка. Ты у нас, значит, стреляешь. Так, у нас тут конус холода, это огонь. А вот холод. Все. Ну что, идем. Там есть задание, кстати, впереди где-то. И вот там есть задание. Ага. А так вообще в дневнике у нас что? Сундук для особых посылок. В общем, вспомните об ужасных событиях. В общем, куча премиального контента. Но сейчас нам нужен главный сюжет. Система лет Флеймет, расколотый город, вдалийский лагерь. Так, понятно, новый дом. Ходить в дом Гамлина в Нижнем городе. Друг стражи, вероятно. В крепость. Экспедиция. 50 золотых, ого. Понятно. В таверне висельник. Давай. Почему нет? Давайте только сохранимся для начала. Ну тут еще задания какие-то. Здрасте.
Long time no see, my friend.
Well, if it isn't worthy. The dwarf with the incredibly ironic name.
I only advertise the truth. You aren't still working for Athenwell, are you? Your year must be up by now.
Mm-hmm.
Still trying to ferret out everyone's business, I see.
Of course. How else do you expect a dwarf to make a living? I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
Угу. Хорошо, мастерская, давай.
Always a pleasure, Hawk.
Так, руна. Я поняла. Усиливает броню, понятно. Хорошо. Будем знать, что здесь есть руны. Теперь идем. Сейчас скажу, куда идем. Как туда добраться? А, через вот тут. Вот так. Тут вот есть задание, я вижу. У меня вопрос. Например, что-нибудь нового. О, доспех из грубой кожи. Серебристый. У нас доспех малиновый. А, они еще подсветный. Нифига себе. 54 броня. А, ну я просто переоделась. Понятно. Ладно, идем. Вот тут вот задание есть. Церковь.
Sebastian, stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the Free Marches to hide.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
Что там?
Good day to you.
Доска проповедника. Уже хорошо. Злодеяние было учинено против вольномыслящих горожан вольной марки. Так, принц Себастьян, ну давай. Ладно, теперь идем туда, куда мы хотели идти. Наконец-таки. Заданий нету. Как непривычно здесь бегать. Ну, типа. Вот так пока что нам дальше, вперед. Угу. Все так запутано. Надеюсь, нам не нужно будет постоянно только бегать в городе. То не очень интересно. Мы идем в крепость. Просто идем пока что по сюжету, потому что премиального контента нету. Нам нужно в любом случае 50 золотых, поэтому идем их копить. Так. Куда нам идти? Ага. В хранилище спутников, в смысле, что это? Хранилище А, вот она, кстати, привет. Авелин, которую я мужа потеряла.
Aveline.
Hello, Hawk.
That's it.
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Barton. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
A person in your position seems like they might learn some profitable things.
You know better than to ask that.
One day you'll be frustrated enough to go for it.
It's like I'm sitting on my hands. There are dangerous people in this city. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
Ну да.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
I love that life, but there's a new king for a new Ferelden. Seems cocksure, but I guess he was there when the Archdemon fell. Can't fault an active hand. It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. You and Carver must have felt something similar. I don't know if that's right to say. I barely knew him.
Death on that scale certainly has a finality to it.
Sometimes I wonder.
The Blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
I'd been away already. I don't know if I'd still call it home.
Sometimes the best thing about a place is that it's where you're from.
Take care, Aveline.
Watch out for yourself, Hawk.
Ну, подожди, а что за работа-то у тебя? Подожди.
So, what can I do for you? Maker knows I'm none too busy. If there's something you need, I'm with you.
You had something you thought I would be interested in.
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
Так, хорошо.
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts, and someone else will lead a patrol. But there's profit and influence to be had. You're my friend, so I'm offering.
I'm no guard, Evelyn.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
Хорошо, давай.
All right, Evelyn. I'll play guard for you.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the guard.
Хорошо, действую от имени стражи. Очень этому рада. Так, выходим отсюда. Подожди, а как я сюда зашла? А где здесь выход? Давай, выходим.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Стой. Так, сварика в таверне висельник в Нижнем городе. Вот, все. Хорошо, идем в таверну. Ой, стой, там было письмо. Блин. Стой, не надо, пожалуйста. Вот тут, вот что-то. Собрать свой отряд. А, поняла. В общем, можно ее взять вместо Варика. Понятно. Нет, пока что так идем. Так. Висельник в Нижнем городе. А мне сюда. Мне вообще куда? Вообще в порт. Дом Гамлина. Нижний город. А в Нижний город просто идем. И все. Как непривычно тут. Вот как раз сейчас пособираем заданица. Здрасте.
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
You know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory anyway.
Okay.
My. If it isn't Hawk. Still up to old tricks, Elegant? Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then? Could be better. Could be worse. I often feel the same way. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf.
Тут руны, там руна, а тут реагент.
Free, for old time's sake.
Спасибо. Можно заказать будет. Понятно. Здесь у нас эти. Ну пойдем тогда с Вариком поговорим, уже надоело бегать.
My favorite spot in the whole city. The taverns in Hightown are all owned by the Merchants Guild.
Старые трущобы. Звучит-то как дом Гамлина. Серьезно, а почему я что я здесь делаю? Мне сюда не надо, конечно. Но куда мне надо? Подожди. Куда мне надо? Мне нужно с Вариком поговорить, блин. Не очень удобно, на самом деле. Ага. Вижу восклицательный знак. Значит, там что-то есть. Значит, мы можем туда пройти. Идем. И теперь налево. Теперь сюда рынок. Хорошо, здрасте.
They must be stopped.
Что? Чего? Кого остановить? Ладно. Кого-то надо будет остановить. Да блин, в Нижнем городе нам нужно... Ладно, идем пока что по тому заданию, потому что я, видимо, немножко весельник в Нижнем городе. Так я в Нижнем городе. Мне что, в порт надо? Или куда? Или в черный магазин? Или что? Я не понимаю. Дом Гамблина в Нижнем городе. В Нижнем городе таверна Висельник. Ну. Ладно, идем в порт для начала. Наверное, в порту. Таверна-то. Возможно. Почему нет? Нет, не здесь. Серьезно? А как мне туда добраться? Как бы я даже не могу. Ну-ка. Ну, пойдем, ладно. Чего уж там теперь? Сохраняйте игру почаще, да? Да, отличная подсказка. Почему нет? А, вот, 2. Видимо, я как-то куда-то... А, вот. Что за херня была тогда? Здрасте. Вы кто такие?
Neither would my brother.
Тю-тю-тю-тю. Ты, пожалуйста, отходи. Это что это было? Интересно. Ай-яй-яй-яй. Ребята, это очень плохо, то, что вы наделали. Плохо. Ой, нет, не туда. Здесь все, да? Блин, да какой неудобный город, да? Вообще не очень. Вот висельник, кстати. Ну-ка, идем. Вот. Все, идем, поговорим с ним. Собрать отряд. Да хорошо, все правильно. Ну, давай поговорим.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartran can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Well, unless a dragon's sitting in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Так, Серый Страж, ну, в смысле, я имею в виду... Я Серый Страж? Не знаю.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Вот это будет забавно, если я сейчас себя встречу, например.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Ну ладно, хорошо.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messer, is why I'm here. Supposedly this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Loreen has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Хорошо. Серые стражи. Ну, серые стражи, мы все о них тоже знаем, поэтому идем дальше уже. Вперед! Выходим отсюда. Где выход? Выпустите, пожалуйста, нас отсюда. Я хочу выйти. Ну чё мы, блин?
Great ancestors, no. You know what Orzammar is? It's cramped tunnels filled with dog shit and body odor. And every person there thinks he's better than you because his great-great-great-grandfather made a water clock or something.
They're your people. Don't you even wonder what it would be like?
I have a good imagination. Why would I waste it on that?
Ладно, идем. Так. Нельфинаж в Нижнем городе было совершено несколько со стороны храмовников. О. Так, слухи. Прикольно. Спутники. Так, хорошо, давай пойдем. Слухи премиальные, побочные еще. Господи боже, да. До наступления ночи вернитесь на рынок в Нижнем городе к сержанту и получить награду. О, хорошо. Идем. Да, в Нижний город идем на рынок и получим награду. Идем, сохранимся, раз уж нам говорят, сохранить игру почаще, пожалуйста.
Varric, do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard or unguard.
That makes no sense.
Good.
Ладно. Так, хорошо, все, идем за наградой.
The thieves are gone, guardsman.
Did you say something? I didn't hear you. And clumsy me. I seem to have dropped a coin purse in your hand.
Все, задание выполнено. Мы молодцы, задание выполнили. Теперь идем. Я не знаю, вот тут чего. Вот тут вот чего у нас. Так, что в ящик? Давай все возьмем. Таверна. Товаров Ферелдена. Интересно, что тут?
Everyone in your turn. I promise we have donations coming in. There will be food and medicine for all of you.
Так, Лирен, ну-ка. Мне нужна твоя помощь.
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
I just want to see your wares.
Look around. We don't often get customers with actual coin to spend.
И что у нас есть? Кинжал, 30 урона. Ого, классный урон. 24 ловкости. Кстати, хороший кинжал. Я думаю, можно его продать. Вот это можно луки продать и кинжалы ненужные. Потому что только начали игру, я думаю, еще будет. Кинжал можно купить. Не могу. Так, броня 75. Агат. Все равно никак. Эх. Шлем. Перчатки. Сапоги охотника. Свиные шкуры. Броня 75. Но я думаю, я одену ее сейчас. Подожди. Торс. 75. Да, хорошо, все.
You again. What do you want?
I just want to see you.
Look.
Вот теперь сапоги охотника. Вот, кстати, тоже понадобились бы. Вот этот вот кинжал. Ну ладно.
You again. What do you want?
Is there a way I can assist these people?
If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down. Donations go in the box up front. Anything else?
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
Так.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
We would never turn someone over to the Templars, mistress. Never.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Я не желаю никому зла, успокойся, блин.
Your healer is in no danger from me.
If this mage is an apostate, the Templars will find him.
No maid should suffer for an accident of birth.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services.
Anders? Да ладно.
Refugees in Darktown know to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
Is there any flour? We've been out for a week. The children
Хорошо,
are eating
идем
sawdust.
отсюда.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
Чего?
Look, we're Fereldans just trying to keep out of the Templar's sight, same as you.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Maker bless the rule of our King Alistair.
Да. Алистер наш король. Спасибо. Хорошо. Ну да, одежда, да. Ну блин, мы ж не будем год ходить в одной и той же одежде. Чё мы, как эти-то? Кирквалка, ну конечно. Фу, звучит ужасно. Кирквалец. Кирквалка. Кирквалка. Фу. Не люблю такое. Так, нам надо вот туда, надо вот
You show admirable
туда.
restraint, Bethany.
Дом Гамлина. Ну что, пойдем,
For a
наверное.
mage, you mean?
Я так понимаю, нам надо туда. Просто у нас как-то хаотично выполняются задания. О, моя псина, привет! По-моему, это было сюжетное задание. Ну ладно, ничего страшного. Нет. Письма. Ага, это наш дом. Теперь можно письма посмотреть и, в общем, Хоук, возможно, тебя это заинтересует. Та-та-та-та. Ага, вот давай. Все хорошо, мы взяли задание. Все, которые... Мать, ты понимаешь, что у нас тут происходит? Чего это? Да иди ты, блин, что такой злой-то? Ой, у нас что тут есть? О, премиальный концерт рыцарский. Ага, напоминание наследствия. Понятно, в общем. Здесь у нас дома. Вот тут мы начинаем наши DLC, я так понимаю. А вот, пока что туда ходить не будем, у нас сейчас сюжет. Поэтому... А вот, поэтому я предлагаю идти слухи. Главный сюжет пока что нет. Экспедиция на глубинные тропы. Вход. Смиренный дидикок. Где серый страж исцеляет бедняков. Серый страж. А, я поняла, это Андерс. Он же серый страж. В любом случае, понятно. Спутники. Так. Расколотую гору, понятно. Дело финансовое. Смотри, ее ссоре с Гамлином. Да, кстати, а что это? Что случилось?
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
You mean this is real? No wonder I can't wake up.
And here I thought that Ferelden you ran off with was a mage, not a jester. Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
I know the Amels were nobility, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. We've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Sounds like a yes to me.
That touched a nerve. What's in there that you don't want us to see?
Nothing.
No.
But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
You didn't take your parents' will.
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Ой, что-то... Ой, что-то вообще плохое с ним. Потому что нужно все это расследовать. Потому что, мне кажется, он что-то натворил, и в итоге ему пришлось. Ну-ка, об этом...
So, I hate thinking badly of family. But did Uncle Gamlen seem a little slippery when he talked about Grandfather's will?
Да-да-да.
If he, say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us?
Gamlin can't say good morning without lying twice.
Mother's been in such a fit of melancholy since Gamlin told her how angry her parents were about Father. She told me she wishes she'd died with Carver. It's like coming here ruined every good memory of her childhood. I wish we could get some of it back.
Unless we somehow turn Gamlin into an upstanding citizen, what's done is done.
Gamlin told me he gave the estate as payment to some slaver who beat him at dice. Apparently, our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from all over Thedas.
Gamlin couldn't have just sold himself and saved us all the trouble.
Can you just imagine him sweeping and scrubbing for some Tevinter matriarch? Seriously though, those scum have no right to our family's things. We should break in there. Get the will for Mother.
Да-да-да, должны. Вот и я об
I
этом
already
подумала.
talked to both of them about this. Gamlin said they guard the front entrance well. But Mother gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar. Apparently the sewers run right beneath the house.
Я думаю, надо сходить туда и сделать это. Так, здесь у нас что? А здесь у нас исследовать.
I feel itchy just looking at that thing. Looks like the dog's trying to tunnel his way out of this hovel. Can't blame him. I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago.
Записка, адресованная Гамлину. Ладно, идем отсюда. Пока что нам здесь делать нечего, кроме мам. Да, да ладно. Хранилище, кстати. Да, еще у нас есть тут собака. А заказать зелье, заказать руны можно прямо с дома. Блин, класс.
He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
Come on. Let's play fetch the invisible ball.
Poor thing. Maybe he'd be happier if we brought him with us more often.
He's part of the family. I wouldn't want to lose him.
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlin, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
Собака, это Марти. Насколько я помню, в прошлой игре я называла его Марти. Он и будет Марти. Это же пес. Все. Да, вот здесь у нас, в общем, все эти начинаются задания DLC-шные, но нет. Сейчас мы не будем. Я думаю, еще будет возможность это сделать. А сейчас мы выходим из дома и все-таки идем вот это, потому что я думаю, это не терпит отлагательств. Так, ты пойдешь с нами, ты, в общем, все пойдут с нами, все. Клака. Крепость наместника, верхний город, порт, черный магазин еще. Подожди. О, расколотая гора. Ой, можно еще прям тут. Подожди. Сейчас, одну минуту. Я просто посмотрю, где это. Ощущение старого имения. Попасть через Клаку, все поняла. Идем туда. Так. Ну что ж, вперед. Ну пока что... Блин, опять какие-то наемники, главорезы из общества. Какого общества, ё-моё? Где моя собака? Иди сюда. Иди сюда, дружок. Так, что у нас тут? Зелье. Прекрасно. Так. Здесь задание. Ну, давай пойдем задание посмотрим. Что у нас тут есть? Здрасте.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenra. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the deep roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
We can't all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
О, мне дали яд. Состав яда мне дали. Подожди, рецепт яда. Рецепт. С кровью порождения тьмы, извините, а зачем это мне? Ослабляющий яд. Яд, это хорошо. Хорошо, блин, они так все раскиданы, конечно. Это очень плохо. Почему? Ну как вам? Опять они, да? Что вам не имется, да? Хорошо. Корень смерти, это хорошо. Мне дали что-то такое. Так, ремесло. Подожди, вот где здесь вход-выход? Здрасте. А вы кто такой? Данзик. Здрасте. Да пожалуйста, мне нахер твоя территория не сдалась. Я пытаюсь найти вообще. Куда мне идти? Что делать? Нет, мне идти вот туда все-таки. Угу. Вниз или куда? Я просто не... ну я поняла, в общем. Нет, вниз нам не надо. Нам надо как-то... ну все. Да блин, я не люблю такие запутанные вообще места, потому что я путаюсь очень-очень сильно. И получается все очень-очень плохо, да. Вперед. Серый страж. Андерс. Кто же еще? Нам вообще вот туда как бы надо. Вот он, Андерс. Здрасте.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
Strange occupation for a warden. Aren't you more about taint and death? Not healing and salvation.
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the deep roads.
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
I've always heard that joining the wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Окей, давай.
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area. But there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend. A mage. A prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
Ну, хорошо.
Oh, that's all? I might just take my chances with the Darkspawn.
If we fight the Templars, it is because they decide that anyone who befriends a mage deserves death without questioning.
As just as his cause is. It scares me. I don't want to give the Templars another reason to hunt us.
These are my terms. If you want my aid with your expedition, meet me in the Chantry tonight. I have sent word to Carl to be there. Make her willing, we will all leave free men.
Ладно. Почему нет? А сейчас мы сходим к нам в особняк. Для начала. Ну-ка. Так. Ого. Прикольно. Так. Хорошо. Точнее, не очень хорошо. Идем. А я не могу здесь. Эй. Ладно. Да дайте пройти уже куда-нибудь, а? А, вот тут можно пройти. Ну ладно. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Хорошо. Сундук, так, пояс. Что за пояс? Там у нас вообще ничего нету. Ни колес, ни пояса, ни этого. Вообще ничего нет. Обидно. Так, физический урон. Хорошо. Оставим себе. Теперь идем сюда. Смотрим, что здесь. Так, портрет с прошлого. Еще новое задание. О, сколько много их заданий. Топор. Нам не нужен топор для начала. Как бы да. Зелье здоровья. Сколько зелий здоровья? Там неплохо. Ладно, идем дальше. Тут, кстати, еще наемники сохраняемся. Эй! Чертовы ловушки. Стой, подожди, почему я не могу яд делать? Где мое ремесло вообще? Ну, типа, я хочу карта, дневник, инвентарь, я хочу ремесло, способности, вот как я хотела быть. Какое-нибудь ремесло, специалист, ну, это не то. Тень, убийца и дуэлянт, еще у нас две профессии появились. Так. Тихо. Хорошо. Нам сюда. Только опять же сохранимся и идем дальше. Тихо. Тут ловушка. Лава. Вот так. О, блин, красиво вообще, офигенно. Идем. Ключик взяли. Ключик взяли. Теперь что у нас тут есть? Топор. Имперская маска. О, шлем. Так. 19 к атаке, уровень критического урона, требуемость ловкость 13. Я могу, кстати, одеть. Ну-ка, как он? Ну так. Пусть у меня будет, ладно. Почему нет? В принципе, история кого? Круга. Ну, кому интересно, читайте на паузе. Все. Идем дальше. Идем.
That's the vault. Everything we want to know about our family is inside.
Так. Ага, что у нас тут?
This is it. Grandfather's will. Mother needs to see this as soon as possible.
I still want to look around.
All right, but hurry.
Так вроде больше нету. Вроде больше ничего нет. Так. Подожди. Потребуйте от Гамля объяснение по поводу завещания его отца. А что там вообще есть? Сапоги. Броня 21. А что такое? Что-то не то? А здесь все. Идем. Просто осмотрим еще. Что нам сразу уходить? Мы
How
все.
come you and Wesley never had children? I mean, sorry if that's too personal.
It's all right. I was a soldier and he was a Templar. We knew that our personal lives would have to wait. Distance never mattered. But we ran out of time. It is what it is.
Now that he's gone, do you ever wish?
That's too personal.
Ну, в смысле личное, наоборот. Типа, почему бы и нет. Ладно, идем. Куда нам идти-то? Дайте выйти, дайте войти вообще куда-нибудь. Так. Надо идти и сказать вообще, что за фигня вообще происходит. Ну-ка, быстро. Ой, а зачем я в крепость? Ну ладно. Ладно, ничего страшного, все равно мы отсюда выходим уже на карту. Так. Ну-ка, давай-ка. Что это такое-то вообще происходит?
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
You should be paying us, Uncle. We found the will.
He forgave you, Mother. Grandfather left you everything. Here, read it.
I should maybe...
Huh.
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Читай, читай.
Check out the part where Gamlin is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Gamlin, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
I took care of Father. I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra. Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlin. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Вот так вот.
Why don't you go pick up something at the market? You could use some air.
What? Hey!
I can't believe Gamlin stole Mother's entire inheritance. I mean, I can believe it. That's the worst part. I could never turn against my own sister like that.
Don't make any hasty promises.
Joke all you want, but you make Gamlin look like the toad he is. You know, when we went to look for that will, I thought we were doing it for Mother, for what she lost. I didn't realize how much it would mean to me. To know I had grandparents who didn't hate me.
They might have been all right with the Ferelden thing. Just imagine if they'd known you were an apostate.
You're such a wretch. I was just hoping it would be different this time. Here in Kirkwall. We're not running away again. We're coming home.
Let's see if Mother gets us that mansion. I don't want to call anywhere Uncle Gamlin is home.
Has he moved that bowl of porridge since we've been here? It's been a year. I can't even remember what it was like to have a place of our own. I might even take the circle if they'll give me a clean bed and my own sheets.
Ребята, ничего такое. Опять задание у нее. Да что такое?
I think this is a picture of Mother. She looks like you.
Where did you get that? Was it at the estate? Let me see. Is it? I think this is Mother's betrothal portrait from when she was supposed to marry the Comte. Look! You can see the ring.
I suppose it would have been a bit awkward to take it with her.
I know she loved Father. I guess I just wondered if she'd have been happier if he hadn't been a mage. If I wasn't a mage. I know that made it hard for Mother. It's nice to have a reminder of a time when she still knew how to smile.
Близкий друг достижения. Так. Все, нет у нас больше таких заданий. Стоп. Не то. Шурно, пожалуйста. Так, спутники. Так, как должно быть. Разбойники. В общем, надо помочь ей. Ну, давайте. Почему нет? Мне не сложно. Дверь.
I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago.
Как бы да, вот это все, конечно же, мы начнем, но это будет потом, уже после прохождения основного сюжета, если мы сможем здесь остаться, конечно. Ну, я просто не хочу сейчас начинать DLC. Выходим. Так у нас больше никого нету. Что вы мне предлагаете? Так, вот, например, вот, нам все равно сюда, вместо засады. Поэтому идемте туда, как бы поможем ей. Она нам помогла, и мы поможем. Вот. Исследователь. Идем.
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle.
Угу, хорошо.
So it begins and ends.
Хочется взять яд какой-нибудь уже, потому что я очень хорошо использовала яды в первой части. Оу. Пират. Вот так вот. Ауч. Ауч. Так, в общем, тебе надо тоже аптечки взять. Наконец-то. Аптечки, вот тебе аптечки. Будешь использовать аптечки. Все правильно. Все, теперь идем дальше. Наконец-то. О. Да сколько вас тут, а? Нет, все-таки вторая часть прям кардинально отличается. Я имею в виду по именно вот по механике. Это прям вообще очень классно. Прям вот не знаю, я прям в восторге. Засада? Ах, пофиг. Куча костей. Да, вообще все равно. Так. Ну, сохранимся на всякий случай. Все равно идем. Так непривычно. Тихо. Вот так. Скачет тут какая-то. Тихо, дорогая. Полечи нашего гнома, пожалуйста. Вот, молодец. Ой, а что это трое на меня? Идите к черту. ты давай, лечись. Все.
Well equipped for bandits, but dead is dead and the road is clear. Captain Jevon needs to know of this. Back to the barracks for your just reward.
Да, ладно.
Trap. That should do it.
Ой, как удобно, кстати, стало. Не нужно даже... А зачем мне в расколотую гору? А. Вроде надо по главному. Да, для долийцев. Нет, 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 подождите. Нет, 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 нет. Для начала мы эти выполним задания, поэтому... Как бы, да. Крепость наместника. Идем. На самом деле вообще ни черта не понятно, что надо, откуда, почему, как бы, но... Нам, кстати, ночью надо в счет церковь, поэтому, как бы, да.
There's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
I don't know how they do it where you're from, guardswoman, but I decide the patrols, not you and your whim. You may have been put up for lieutenant in your first year, but I'll have no show-offs in my command. Have I made myself clear? Report to your post before I have you and your Ferelden accomplice jailed.
Well, what a charming fellow.
I don't have to like him, but he could at least listen. Bandits are dead. That's all that should matter. It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
Что такое?
This is probably a bad time to discuss my bill with him.
He'll jail you. I don't doubt that. The rest, though... Well, the duty roster will have my next patrol. Sounds like I'll have plenty of time to follow you around. Threaten my friends. Not letting that one go, Captain.
Что такое? Что-то не то? Мы хотим что-то опять расследовать, куда-то опять влезть. Да, взгляните в казармах на расписание дежурства, узнаете, кто должен был идти в дозор мимо засады. Угу. Понятно. Идем, смотрим.
Aveline! I owe you for clearing that ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours?
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure. A lone guard isn't much of a patrol. Shouldn't need to be. That route was clear for weeks. First noise out of it was your big fight. The captain reassigned me after he heard what you did, and I passed the satchel to Donnick for his patrol tonight. The satchel? Pay and order assignment. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. Satchel for that night was heavy, though. Anyway, thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
So the satchel gets heavy the same day we discover an ambush?
You're sure you want to pursue this? This is your superior.
If a guard has been put at risk, a good captain would want to know why. And if he's not a good captain, I want to know why.
I bet there's a perfectly reasonable lie that explains why your captain arranged this.
I'd be willing to hear it, but not while a guard may be walking into a trap. Brennan said Donnick. A good man. Donnick. I've got his route. A night walk in Lowtown. Let's go make sure his quiet patrol stays that way.
Хорошо. Идем, пройдемся, что? Мне это все равно спешить некуда. Да, где прямо в западне покурить сами или ночью в внешнем городе спасите стражника. Да, хорошо, свели ночью. А как мне до ночи-то дожить? Дверь. Здрасте. Ладно, тогда выходим отсюда, я так понимаю, да?
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
А, наверное, ночь надо переключить на ночь, все. Вот. Верхний город, ночь. Я поняла. Угу. Все на карте переключается, не нужно ждать ничего. Просто переключил и пошел. Хорошо. Поможем. Вот. Но, наверное, все-таки в другой раз, на следующем стриме, который будет, скорее всего, завтра. Может быть, а может и нет. Вот, поэтому все. Всем спасибо за просмотр. До следующих стримов. Обязательно будет. Ну, завтра не обещаю, но может быть. Вот, значит, все. Всем спасибо. Уже 4:30 у меня, например. Долго посидели. Не буду затягивать стримы часов на 4-5. Ну, вот. Потом все. Всем спасибо. Всем до встречи. И всем пока.